I bet we on go. We back with Strnager Things season 3, baby. Woo! I just recently finished rewatching this season. I'm so glad that it's still like really good. I don't know about my favorite season. I'm still watching season 4 right now. I'll update y'all with my progress as I continue making more Strnager Things videos. But let's get into it. So basically throughout all of season 3, everybody was separated into 3 different groups. Might have been 4 actually, I don't know. But everybody ends up reuniting at the Starcourt Mall after 11 gets treated from a really bad injury. Hopper, Joyce, and Murray come in order and shit. Everybody catches up with each other talking about the evil Russians that are in HAWKINS, as well as how the Mind Flayer is back. And it's now a physical entity. Before the Mind Flayer actually raided and destroyed Hopper's cabin, so I know bro was fuming. 11 did temporarily dismantle the Mind Flayer, but it just put itself back together. Everybody now together realizes that they all have separate tasks to do. Hopper, Joyce, and Murray need to close the gate, but they need a code in order to access the key. And they need a certain number, which only Dustin's girlfriend, Suzie, would know about. Yeah, Dustin has a girlfriend. You know what, guys? I think we'll be good. I think we can all make it. If Dustin can do it, I can definitely do it. If we can do it, guys. Suzie is his long-distance girlfriend, so in order to get the radio signal, they need to go into the highest point of HAWKINS. So Hopper gives them the keys to the car. Dustin, Erica, Robin, and Steve head out to the hill. Everybody else is inside planning their escape. Hopper, Joyce, and Murray have to stay, though, in order to do the thing for the Russians. Everybody else is going to leave, though, so they need to take Murray's car. Everybody gets inside the car safely, but it's not starting? They check inside of the car and it turns out that there's no ignition cable. Literally the thing that the car needs to start. Somebody's revving up the engine. It's Billy. They fought Billy before in the Noahszx episode, some of them. I got a video on that if you haven't seen it already. But I ain't gonna lie, I don't really mess with Billy that much, but this scene was mad tough, bro. He was revving it, bro, just aura farming for no reason. Bro, he spooked them so much that they literally ran back inside. He literally did not even confront them. I'm sorry, but that is just the pure definition of aura. Like, there's no debating. Dustin is talking everybody's ear off about his girlfriend, and they reach the highest point of the hill. Mike tries to tell them to pull back and that they need emergency transportation, but they're not answering because of the messed up signal. Everybody's trapped in the mall, so they're preparing for the worst. Then they realize that there's a spare car. 11 threw that earlier in the previous episode to kill some people. The evil Russians that I was talking about earlier. By the way, I'm probably going to make the Hopper thing a separate video, so please subscribe if you want to see that. They try to get the ignition cable out of the car, but they can't move it. So 11 tries to use her powers, but it doesn't work. She's kind of cooked after her previous battles, while also being pretty critically injured. They use physics to lift up the car, successfully getting the ignition cable, but it's too late. Will feels it. He's here. Max and Mike see as they get out the way and warn everybody. It's the Mind Flayer. Dustin sees the Mind Flayer at the mall far away and tries to warn the others, making sure that they're alright. But the walkie's too far. The Mind Flayer throws it. Everybody in the mall separated. It's not looking good. Steve and Robin leave to try and go help the others. Mike comes up with the idea to take the back entrance through the gap. They absolutely do the dash out of there. But 11 ends up hitting some barriers. The noise awakens the Mind Flayer. It knows where they are now. It starts walking them down and almost gets 11. This was a fake mannequin. That is so crazy. It would have done her so dirty. Just starts yelling and screaming at her OD. Like, you can see it's fake, bro. And I already know that breath is kicking too. Like, bro, man, miss me with that, bro. The Mind Flayer is getting close to them. It's looking pretty grim. But Lucas clutches, using his slingshot that has actually been way more useful than it should be, realistically, if we really think about it. Distracting the Mind Flayer, giving everybody enough time to run. Everybody escapes the mall, getting into the car. Jonathan gets ready to start it, while Nancy has a gun pointed at Billy, just in case he tries anything crazy. But Billy's unfazed, no pretty fun. Nancy, being mad tough, just absolutely starts loading the clip. She starts freaking mag dumping Noahszx. Somehow none of these bullets hit Billy, by the way, which can be attributed to Nancy's aim, yes, but she literally told Max earlier that the... Wait, this is actually hilarious. She told Max earlier that the gun she was loading was just for precaution, but she starts literally trying to headshot Noahszx. Which I'm not gonna lie, Nancy, you low-key missed with that one. That was kind of unnecessary. You could have just, like, gotten the tires, man. I don't know. Realistically, what was Billy gonna do against a whole car and a bunch of, like, kids? Actually, seeing how bad Billy did the 3 kids the previous episode, yeah, they might be cooked, actually. Maybe this was the best sort of judgment. Billy starts revving it, speeding up. It's looking pretty grim for them. Everybody's about to get cooked with full speed. But then, yes, sir, my boy Steve comes in with the clutch. He ramps the whip to Billy, completely derailing him, saving the others. Billy's car lights up on fire, too. Like, that man is actually knocked out. Nah, Steve, you're really in, bro. You did your big one. Even though you were getting absolutely pounded, like, a couple of episodes ago. You know, he was tied up, so What was you gonna do, right? Come on, we leave all Stranger Things hate for Mike and Will. No hate on Steve. No hate on Steve. They see the Mind Flayer, but luckily the other car's still there, so Steve and Robin just hop in. They drive off. Mind Flayer's chasing after them. Mike, Max, and 11 are still at the mall somehow. I don't even know why they were there, to be honest. I guess they didn't get the memo that everybody was escaping. I know they weren't together and they had to dip, but like, come on, guys. Like, damn, like, 11's low-key the most important one here. Like, what are we doing? He's selling back. Billy gets out of his flaming car. The Mind Flayer starts turning around. Jonathan Clutch is turning the car around. Bro made a rational decision without arguing about it with half the cast. I low-key respect it. Max, Mike, and 11 escaped to the back rooms of the mall, but it's too late. Billy caught up to them. They got cornered, and it was kind of hard for them to get very far with 11 being injured and all. Max tries everything in her power. The greatest art. The best way to defeat your enemy. Talking to it did not work. Damn. Yeah, he absolutely just chucks her across the floor, which is looking crazy. Like, this is your sister, gang. Come on, bro. I know you're possessed and all, but like, let's lock in a little bit. Absolutely tosses Mike and pounds 11. Wait, that came out wrong. Slams her down to the ground. He takes Elle over his shoulder and goes back to the middle of the mall to offer her as a sacrifice. Billy starts whispering in her ear, talking about some
very still.
Man, what the hell, grown-ass man? Like, whispering in my ear, what are you doing? Mike, I know you're immobile and knocked out, but bro, save your girl. Man, boyfriends in 2025 nowadays. See, if that was me, I would have waken up, Super Saiyan God mode, and just like saved Millie Bobby Brown. We would have gotten married, have a kid. Yeah, I'd be too deep into my own videos, don't I? Can y'all really blame me though? Have you seen that Santa video? I don't know about you guys. I don't know about you. The Mind Flayer starts stomping to 11. She's absolutely cooked. Completely immobile, can't do anything. Billy's just standing there aura farming. Of course he is. There's no hope of saving 11. Until... Oh, yeah! My boy Lucas with the Hall of Fame clutch. Bro, I do not care what you say. This has to be in the top 10 list of clutches for Stranger Things so far. Bro used his tough intellect. He took a bunch of fireworks from the supermarket that they were at a couple of episodes ago. Even when Max didn't approve, he still stuck to his code. That's a real brother. I respect that, no cap. He ended up saving 11's ass. This is not talked about enough in my opinion. The Mind Flayer's hurting OD. They're throwing everything that they got at this big bastard. And he's feeling every single hit, taking all the damage. But Billy is too. Him being a partial host of the Mind Flayer, he can feel everything. He is not having it, and 11's trying to escape. But he's dragging her by one leg and then starts slamming her. Bro, calm down. She's immobile and has no powers, gang. Like, can we like Mike, my nigga, please do something. You're so odd. Everybody's running out of fireworks. They need to close the gate. With everything handled on the side of the Russians, it's up to Joyce. Mike and Max wake up and head to the others. Billy starts hurting. He starts to feel everything that he went through in the past all at once. 11 went through his mind recently, so it's even fresher. 11 tries it now, using the secret fabled art of Talk no Jutsu. Billy now on the brink of death. He starts to remember everything. All the torment he put Max through, the kids through, his abuse and degrading, all the people he's hurt, all the people he's made suffer, his dad, for better or for worse, the ray of light that was his mother in his life. He began to revel on it, have an appreciation for it. Some memories more than others. Whoa! What are you doing with that hand? Mike, get your... Yo, let me stop. Yo, Mike, you can take a breather for the rest of the video, gang, I promise. Mike and Max come in just in time. The Mind Flayer's about to kill 11. It's looking like it's GG's. It's over, no Ken Carson. But Billy comes in with the clutch, stopping the tongue. The tongue, right? That's the tongue? I don't know what that is. He holds it back in front of 11. But the Mind Flayer's not jacking him or clapping him, you heard? WNYC lingo. We all say this. So the Mind Flayer absolutely guts Billy with a bunch of tentacles. But my man's not letting up. Max is absolutely mortified. Dustin tells Joyce to close the gate. It's looking grim for Hopper. It's looking grim for 11. It's looking grim for everybody. Again, I will be covering Russia in a separate video. It just didn't feel right to like constantly flip-flop. Like, I'd rather just do one fight per video, you know? So, yeah, subscribe if you want to see that. Notifications on and all. The Mind Flayer is pissed at Billy, but he doesn't care. He's taking it all. Absolutely aura farming, even on the very brink of death. I'm not gonna lie, Billy might be one of them ones. He low-key pulled Mrs. Wheeler too. This guy is actually an inspiration to the youth, no cap. Except for the whole abusive sister plot and being racist to Lucas Loki, kind of, you know. Then the Mind Flayer does it. One last tentacle, completely impaling Billy. He's basically down for the count. Max screams. The Mind Flayer lets him go. Joyce has to close the gate, but Hopper's right next to the machine malfunctioning. She has to do it, grinning and bearing it. Everything starts blowing up, exploding and imploding around her. The Mind Flayer then dies before it could get to 11. Everybody's in shock. Hopper vanished without a trace. Everybody makes sure that everybody's alright as well as 11. Max goes to Billy, seeing if he's okay, which he's clearly not okay, but we're gonna let it rock. As he took his last breath, looking at Max, apologizing for everything. No regrets on his face for taking all those shots for 11. Billy truly did have a hard knock life, that at the end of the day, Billy just wanted to feel loved, real love, just like everybody else. I found it really funny that Mike just ran to 11 instead of checking about Billy, the person that's like actually on the brink of death. But it's okay, I'm not gonna lie. You clocked me into a wall and then you choke out my girlfriend. I'm not checking on you either, gang. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Sure, Mike is absolutely smoking on Billy's pack right now, but he absolutely does not want to say anything to Max. The military that Hopper called like 5 episodes ago finally pulls up to the mall, handling everything. It was a very sad and grim night. It turns out that this day will be a day the Hawkins never forgot. W video. I hope y'all enjoyed. Thank you for staying to the end. I really appreciate it. Again, more Stranger Things videos throughout the rest of this month. I'm gonna cover more like recent stuff that's like coming out in theaters, TV shows, getting sequels and all that. You know, we trying to get the numbers up, you feel me? But not yet. Thank you for any and every bit of support. Let me know if you guys like the videos like really short or if I should make them longer, because I'll take more time if I need to. But I appreciate y'all for watching. Don't stay too jaded. What the fuck?